This is a story that I still say, that I still talk about, even as a 20-year-old. This is the creepypasta that actually did come to life. And I like to call it Out and Into the Crimson. I was always a simple kid. I never wanted anything for my birthday. And for my birthday, I got a Kindle that had 500 Amazon coins. I immediately went to the App Store and bought Five Nights at Freddy's. I was late to that trend, and I figured getting it would help my reputation. I played it every day, and after a week, I had beaten the whole entire game. I made some friends who had beaten it also, and always talked about it. I made some friends who had beaten it also, and always talked about it. They said Foxy's scream had given them headaches when they played, and I just replied saying that I had never been attacked by Foxy. They were amazed at this because Foxy came out at least once during the game, no matter how much you checked. When I got home, I started a new game over and over again, beating all 5 nights, and Foxy still refused to even peek out of Pirate's Garden. I sneaked into my parents' bedroom that night and took their MacBook. I needed to figure out if this was normal for the game. I looked up Foxy on the wiki and nothing came up about Foxy never coming out. I saw someone in my state was complaining that whenever he played, Foxy seemed to never be there, and he never touched the cameras because he did everything hardcore. I asked my parents to call that number and see if I could come to that kid's house because it was only a block from ours. The parents said they wanted. The parents thanked them. The parents said they supposedly knew us and that we could come to their house whenever we wanted to. My parents thanked them, and I went to the kid's house that afternoon. When I went there, he showed me how he went through 50 nights and Foxy never showed up. I showed him 55 nights and he never came up for me either. That night when I got home, my bed was completely destroyed. I saw scratches and tears in the bedsheet, and since I had a dog, I figured he did it. I looked around the house for my collie Lena, but she never showed up. I thought she may be hiding under a bed, so I looked and found her. The thing that made me think she didn't destroy my bed is she was covered in red fur and blood. Also, a couple gears and springs were spread around where she was lying down. This was what was used in Foxy's skin design. That night, my Kindle almost died, and as I was running to get the charger, even though it was dead, it booted up and went to the game, Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought this was just a coincidence since the last name I was playing was Five Nights at Freddy's. However, when I tried to exit, it said on the screen, "Don't you want to see me?" I was getting weirded out now. My game was talking to me. I shut off the Kindle and slept. My parents are really strict, so they got security cameras to make sure I didn't stay up too long. They said while I was sleeping, my Kindle had lit up with a disturbing image of Foxy the Pirate on it. My parents never knew I had bought this game, so I just said I was looking up pictures of foxes, and when I saw it, I went to report it. They patted me on the head and said I was a good kid. Even though I was 14, I still thanked them for believing me. I said this because I never lied to my parents, and knowing my parents, if they knew the truth, they would have made me delete it. It was times like this I was happy that I had my own Amazon account. I kind of felt like I shouldn't have lied because this was a real problem and my family could have helped me, but knowing them yet again, they would ground me for months. Even though my sister Jay played the game, my parents approved of that because she was a very sophisticated kid, and they knew she wouldn't think they were coming to life for real. I was smart too. I pretty much got A's in everything, but I was always paranoid, and in fact I was paranoid right then. Suddenly I heard a scream come from my parents' bedroom. All I heard was, "Help, Harry! Call 911!" And then a second scream, this one sounding like the person making the sound was in agony. I was from my bedroom as my father walked in to find my mother in a pool of blood. "She's still breathing. Kids, call 911, yelled Father. I immediately cried back, "I'll do it." We called 911 and they said that we had saved her just in time. They had asked how she had gotten hurt. All I can remember is my dad said that he had found 5 patches of crimson fur, 1 small piece of steel, and a metal spring and multiple gears. I remember that's what I had found when I saw Lena under mom and dad's bed. Yet again, Foxy related this. A week later, my mom came back from the hospital. She was weak and very injured, but she was supposed to survive. Lena comforted her along with the whole family. My sister Jay, my father Harry, and Lena and I. A year later, I still haven't confirmed who had done this. I still have my Kindle. I open it up, touch Five Nights at Freddy's, and yet again, Foxy never comes. I'm 19 years old now, and almost going off to college. I got into a nice game program in college, and it has millions of people, so I'm certain I'll make some friends. But sometimes at my new college, I wake up to see my bed destroyed. The person I share a room with a small gash at their legs or arms, and most disturbing of all, red fur, gears, springs, and stainless steel at the end of my bed. It reminds me of my past, the past that almost killed my mother, the past that I got 5 Nights at Freddy's in, the past I got my Kindle, and the past in which my parents were strict, the past that after my mom was better, I told her what had truly happened, and of course she believed me. She believed me because she had seen it happen. She had seen Foxy the pirate almost destroy her. If Foxy is out of your game, run and hide. Lock your doors at night. Don't let him get in. That is why there are steel doors in Five Nights at Freddy's.